Hi guys, it's Rosie here. I hope everyone's doing great. So today guys, I'm just gonna show you all the foundations that I've got right now, from the moment that I start to buy foundation. Obviously I have used a lot of foundation, different foundation in the past. My skin is not overly sensitive, so I'm okay. So I'm just want to show you all the foundation collections that I've got, and I hope that it is something that you enjoy. I know you do enjoy all the collections that I did for the last few weeks, so I thought I'm gonna do another one, which is the foundation one. So yeah, so let me just start now and let me just show you what we've got right now. So anyway, if you're new to my channel, thank you so much for watching. I do a lot of beauty box unboxing, but obviously I've only got 3 subscription boxes every month, and I don't intend to have more than 3, because I think that's just a reasonable for a normal person, you know. So yeah, I do that one. So I do the Look Fantastic, the Glossy Box, and the Latest in Beauty, which is Latest in Beauty is my favorite one because I do get to choose all the products, as you know if you've been watching. So I have a video of my playlist with all the latest in beauty that I do, as well as the Look Fantastic and the Glossy Box. I did some cactus as well collection, but I just feel like I think they are a bit pricey because I went to TK Maxx and I've seen a lot of this succulent plant that I said, oh, I can buy like 2 of those within 16 pounds, because I'm not too bothered anyway. I don't need, it doesn't need to be specifically like cactus. Obviously if you like cactus, then you can have Paris cactus as subscription, but I stopped. I think I managed to do 3 or 4 of the cactus subscription, but I don't know, I'm not gonna do it because I'm not too particular anyway. I don't want a specific like a cactus one, so I went to TK Maxx. I've got some of the succulent ones, which is nice. So yeah, I stopped the subscription. But anyway, yes, this we're gonna start for the foundation collection. So enjoy, and yes. So I've got this Glow Wish, and this is one of my favorite because this is a multi-dew and this is a skin tint like foundation. So it's like makeup with a no makeup. So this is by Huda Beauty, and I really love this one because, like what I said, it's just very natural. And it's got like a little bit of like highlighter effect as well, but it's not like glass skin or anything, so just a little bit of a highlighter effect, and it does makes your skin looks really fresh, like natural. So that's why this is my favorite. So this is in the 05 medium shade, and as you can see, there's still lows in there, but obviously I do kind of like use this quite often. And then the next one is we've got this Bonjour Healthy Mix foundation. It is a 16-hour well, and this is a very healthy foundation as well. This has got vitamins, vitamin C, E, and B5, and this is in the shade of, doesn't show which shade it is. Let me just check. Oh, doesn't show really, so sorry, but that's the color. So if you got like a, this is the shade. Obviously I couldn't see the shade, so I don't know which shade it is. But I love this one because it's just, again, it just really matched my skin color. So if you've got like a bit of a medium brown skin, it's really lovely. So yeah, this is a good one. So that's the shade, guys, and unfortunately it doesn't tell us what shade it is, but it looks very healthy, and that's the color of my skin. So this is one of my favorites as well, although I haven't used it much, but I've been mixing it with like kind of like a dark color, because I've got like a dark color Bonjour as well, so I kind of like mix it with it, and it just looks perfect. So that's the foundation. And I don't know if I can't, I'm gonna try to like kind of like mix it, because obviously I'm using my mobile, so it's gonna be really hard, but I'll try to do that. Right, so that's the shade, and obviously I put a lot of color, a lot of it, and normally I just put a little bit. I don't need full coverage on my face really, so that's the shade. And then the next one, I've got the L'Oreal, which is the Infallible 24-hour matte cover. So again, this is a shade, I think this shade is a bit too bright for me, so this shade is 155, and I kind of like mix it with my darker shade foundation, which is this one here. So I know this is very dark into my skin, but I kind of like bought this one because it is very useful, especially, you know, when you're buying some foundation online and I'm not quite too sure sometimes with the shade, and sometimes I kind of like get like shade that is very lighter than my color, so kind of like just mix it with this one. So again, this is a 16 hour, but this is a bit of a darker shade from the previous that I've shown to you. I couldn't see the shade. I don't know if you see it, but I can't read that one, unfortunately. Right, this is seems to be the shade. This is the number 63. It says cacao, so that must be the shade of it. Yeah, it looks like it's called cacao, so you can see it's a very dark shade. You know, the way I'm showing it to you, sorry that one's a bit messy, but that's just the shade. As soon as you take it out, that's just how it looks like. So as you can see there, I've used some of it. I want to wipe that one, sorry. That one's a bit messy, so I kind of like just mix it with this one, and I like this one because it's a good combination, because I don't want like very matte. So I mean, I do like the matte, but I don't want to put them on their own. Any matte foundation I've got, I don't normally put them on their own because I just feel like that my skins really get dry. I've got a bit of a combination skin, but I just feel like when I put like a pure matte foundation, it doesn't work. So I always mix it up with something like maybe a skin tint or a BB cream, a CC cream, or anything like a bit with this kind. So this Bijou foundation, the texture of this one is very soft. It is like a BB cream thingy, but anyway, that's how I combine the shade of it. So that's why I've got these two. I'm showing it to you. So another one that I've got is the Rimmel Lasting Matte. I really like this one. It says full coverage mattifying foundation, and again, like what I said, I don't put pure matte foundation into my face. I kind of like mix it up all the time, but this Rimmel is kind of like nice. It doesn't make my skin dry, and then I kind of like mix it with the Bijou, the one that I've just shown to you, the dark Bijou, the cacao number 63. I mix it with this one, but I only need a tiny bit of that, because the texture of this is kind of like soft, and it doesn't make my skin really dry, really dry. So again, this is in the shade of, is that 103 or 163? Okay, let's have a look. Looks like it is a 103 shade. Yes, it is a 103 shade, and this is a true ivory. So very nice. It says smooth effect. It is a matte, but yes, it's got a smooth effect, which is right. And that's a shade, that's the color of it, guys. So the way you see it outside here in the middle, that's how it looks like. So I'm not going to be putting too much into my hand because I don't want to waste it, but as you can see there, that's the right shade. And then what I do as well is that matte Rimmel foundation, because it's a little bit bright to my skin shade, I mean to my skin color, the shade, sorry, that's what I meant. I kind of like mix it with this one. I like this one, the Lancome one. Actually, I've got this one from, oh my god, I forgot now. Feel Unique, sorry, the Feel Unique sample. So I normally get that one. Well, I got that one from them. And then I've got this one as well, which is the YSL. The only thing is they're very dark, which is good because if I get like a very light foundation, I kind of like mix them. I'm going to show you. I'm just going to open the lid and I'll show it to you. Right guys, I don't know if you can see them, but those are the shades. You see they're very dark, but I love it because I can mix it with my lighter foundation. So I've got a mix and match color of the foundation. So as we go along, you can see all the shades I've got for my foundation. So yeah. Right, I'm trying to look at it But even if I'm putting my glasses on, I couldn't see the shade. So I'm sorry guys, I'm trying to give you information here just so you know, but obviously I couldn't see the shade, so sorry. But that's how the shade looks like, as you can see when I open the lid. Then I've got this foundation. Well, it's not actually like a foundation, but it is a CC plus cream. It's a 50 SPF, which is good. UV protection, and it's got hydrating and anti-aging concealer. You've probably seen me this one on my channel before. I've been really talking about it too much before because I really love this one as well. So obviously most of the foundation that I kind of like choose, so far I didn't have to put anything in the bin, because I think with me, when I buy foundation, either it is too light or it is too dark. I'm always finding some ways to make it work, unless it is really like kind of like become cakey or something, then that's the thing that I don't like. But so far I haven't had anything like that. I never experienced something like that. So I'm kind of like, I just feel like I'm kind of good with what I really want when it comes to foundation. And I suppose skin wise, I don't really need full coverage like what I said. You know, you still got the signs of fine lines and a bit of wrinkles, you know, for the aging process, but I'm trying to avoid that with all the skincare and everything. So this is the cream correcting IT Cosmetics, partners with plastic surgeons and dermatologists to develop a skin loving solutions and clinical tested formulas. So apply 1 to 2 pumps to a clean brush and can be used as your foundation, which is that's what I've been doing before. So IT Cosmetics is one of the favorite foundation as well. So if I need to stock up and buy, I think this is good, you know, for somebody who is actually mature, like got mature skin, or you know, as we matured, this is something gonna be my go-to foundation. So maybe like 60 plus and above. So obviously I'm not at that stage yet, but this is something that I really want to use at some point in the future. So far I've only got 1 tube of this, and I'm trying to finish it. But obviously because I've got some different options of foundation, so I don't want to buy anything as yet. So I'm trying to save up money, and I'm trying to look at all my stash. And like what I said, so far all my foundation, they are all my favorites actually. Obviously this is like on the top one, so there's always like on the top favorite, least favorite, and things like that, but all of them are favorites. So yeah, so as you can see, a little bit dark shade there, but it doesn't really cause any trouble with the shade. I don't need to mix this one with any kind of foundation. I just kind of like use this on its own, so which is very nice. And then again, we've got this one here, which is the Huda Beauty. So I like the Glow Wish range as well. This is a multi-juice skin tint. I've shown you the other one, but that is the 05 medium brown, and this one is a different shade, and this is the 09 extra tan. So with this one, you need to mix it with a little bit lighter, because I just feel like, you know, I've been from a suntan, like sorry, from sun, like too much exposure to sun, if I do wear them on its own. So that's why I need to mix them. But so far it is a very good with my skin, and it is like a skin foundation really. So that's what the new trend now, need to be a skin foundation. So this is multi-dew. So yeah, this is nice as well. Okay guys, so I pulled out the top drawer of my foundation, and then obviously this little thing here that you can see, I've just taken it out from, you know, from my makeup drawer. And this one, as you can see, it seems like there's loads in there, but you know, I'm working on a project and I do them in batches. So this is the one that I'm using right now, and obviously when it does get finished, I'm gonna chop this up as well. So this is like the daily one that I use right now. So some of the foundation I've shown to you, I've got it on my travel bag as well, but I'm trying to get organized and I'm trying to fix all of them. But so far this is the one that I kind of like use, so like going to work or every day, just every day. So I'm kind of like using this one because I want to finish them all. So when I finish it, I'm gonna top it up with a new foundation again. Although from time to time I need to use something from in here if I want something like very special. But these are all special to me anyway. So obviously this is where I put all my mixture for foundation because I want to mix and match foundation. So I've got this one from Amazon, which is very nice and handy. So yeah. And then obviously I'm going to show you first what I've got in here. So these are the foundation that I use on a daily basis, and like what I said, this is the current drawer foundation. So first let me just show you this one. This is the Maybelline Dream Radiant Liquid. So again, this is like a foundation, like a skin foundation again. You know, nowadays there's a lot of good foundation and you can't even know what to use anymore, but obviously it's just a sort of trying. So this is like a Superdrug foundation, as they call it in American version, but this is the Dream Radiant Liquid, and this has got hyaluronic acid, which I really like. And you know what, this one I really feel good when putting it into my skin. As you can see, I've been using it a lot. So that's how, the way that you look at the shade, that's how the shade really looks like, guys. So obviously you already know your shade even just by the look of it, and sometimes you can feel it if it's the right one for you, really. So that's in one. This is the first one from this drawer, and then the next one is, this is very famous, my Bonjour Healthy. I've got 3 of this one right now, and I'm trying to mix and match it with all the lighter foundation. I've got quite a few light foundations, so this is kind of like comes handy. And then I've got this one here as well. This one is the Laura Geller Cover Lab Cream Foundation. I just feel like this one is just kind of like really dry. It just makes my skin dry, but when I mix it, I know it says cream foundation, and I think it is very bright for me, so that's why I kind of like tend to mix it, and mostly with the Bonjour dark one. This is normally my mixer to everything. So anything that is lighter to my skin, this really comes handy, like what I said. So yeah, the Laura Geller, it says here on New York Cover Lab Cream Foundation, and this is 30 ml, and this is the porcelain one. And yeah, I mean, it is, I like what I said, all the foundation that I use, I never took anything out yet, so they kind of like work well with my skin, but I just kind of like doing a little bit of a tweak. So, and then I've got this one here. I've got the Estee Lauder, but you know what, I don't know if it's just me, but if I just kind of like put it on its own, I just feel like it's kind of like very dry. So I always mix it up. So I kind of like mix it with either that Maybelline Radiant Liquid foundation, and it says here, but it's good, this is double wear, and it does stays longer into your skin. My god, you put it in the morning and even like evening, it's still there. So I've done a lot of wear tests of this, and it is very good. You know, so this is what does it says? Doesn't say. Oh, there's the shade. This is the 2W1.5 natural is it natural sweet something? Yeah, natural sweet. So yeah, I like this one of my favorite. Again, they are all my favorites. And then I've got this one here. Oh, I like this one as well, the Naked Skin. You know, like what I said, nowadays there's a lot of skin foundation, and I'm into that kind of thing. So this is Naked Skin. You know what, this one looks really dark in here, but as soon as I put it on, I don't know, I just put a little bit, but it kind of like matched my skin for some reason. I just feel like it was so dark before, but when I put it on, it seems to be no problem with my skin, because I think probably because it is like a skin foundation. So I just put a little bit on, and it kind of like does the coverage for me. So this is nice, and this is like a bit of a pump as well. Oh, it's a spray. Yeah, it is a pump thing. So yeah, so this is a good one. And then I've got quite a few bits and bobs in here, you know. God knows how can I finish all of this. But this is the e.l.f. Camo CC Cream. I don't want this Camo CC Cream e.l.f. on its own. I really need to mix it. So I've tested it. I just feel like it's no good for my skin if it's on its own. So I need to like kind of like mix and match with any of this foundation here. So, but it does work when I mix it. So, but on its own, no, I don't want it. So it says here color correcting, full coverage, natural finish, and it's got SPF 30. You know, e.l.f. products is really nice, and they've got reasonable price as well. So, but like what I said, I can't do it with it on its own. Need to mix it. And I've got this one here. Again, Max Factor is a lovely foundation as well, lovely products. So this is Max Factor Lasting Performance, and this is in the shade of, this is a touch proof 108 Honey Peach. So yeah, as you can see, the way you see the shade, that's how it looks like. So yeah, it is a nice one, Max Factor. And then I've got the this is the Revolution Drops foundation. This one, I just feel like, you see, as you can see, very liquidy. I just feel like it's kind of like very diluted for me, so I need to mix it with something like matte foundation with this one, and I kind of like work it out, you know, what is the mixture for this one. So again, you can see I've used some of it, and yeah, it's still a good one, but I can't put it on its own. I need to mix it. So this is the Revolution Pro Foundation Drops. And then I've got this is a box only. This is the Huda Beauty. Yeah, Huda Beauty, I love Huda Beauty products, you know, but I kind of like buy when it's on sale. I don't buy them in a full price. So this is the shade of the Gingerbread 430M, and this is what it is. So you know what, this is too dark for me, so I kind of like mix it with this Max Factor Lasting Performance, and it does work well as well. So as you can see, guys, I've been using it, but it kind of like very dark shade for me, but I like it. So that's why I kept it here. So yeah, and it's like kind of like a stick, so which is kind of like handy. I just put it in my pocket, in my wallet, not in my wallet, my little shoulder bag, you know, so it kind of like fit in properly. It's nice. So, and then you just kind of like twist it, and that's the shade. So it's lovely, that one. And then that's the one. And then I think this one, actually this is Bare Minerals, but I think I have to choke that one out now because it's kind of like went dry, so I don't think I can use that one anymore. That's just a sample anyway. And then this is another Lancome, and this is from the Feel Unique website. You know, remember when we getting like freebie, you can choose some samples and send it to you at your home address for a postage of £3.95. But obviously that's all changed now to Sephora, but they still do it, but I haven't got the time. Oh, there's a shade now I can see, 051, because before I've shown you the other 3 samples, but I couldn't see the shade, so that's why it's in there on the top. So this is the Ultra Wear Lancome. So this one I need to mix it, it's too dark for my skin type. So yeah, so this is the one, that's the little drawer that I need to work. I need to finish all of this first, and then I have to top it up again. So it might take some time for me to finish all of this. But yes, they are my current pick for all my foundation. You know what, I've been meaning to wipe all the nozzles and the pump and everything of my foundation, but I just didn't get time to do it. But they're all right. So that's everything in there. So this is just gonna get set aside, and I'm just sorry, yeah, this is gonna get set aside. I'm gonna show you the one that we've got in here as well. So from what you can see here, guys, this is my top drawer. This is where I put my foundation. Some of them hasn't been used, some of them has been used, but this is as you can see, they've got like a tiny little container. I've got this one from my Jo Malone box, so I find that one really handy, and they're very nice. So, and I'm still waiting for the Jo Malone advent calendar, because I think for this year I'm just gonna get that one, and I'm not gonna get anything else. Not so, because I normally get that one every year, and if I can get it, which is, you know, hopefully at some point, then that's gonna be my 3rd box. I still got some left over from all of the previous advent calendar, but that's the thing that I want to do. So I'm trying to save up all my money. I don't want to get any of the advent calendar. That's all I wanted. Anyway, so we've got all of this one. So I've got the first, so like what I said, I haven't used some of this one here. So this is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour fresh wear, and this is SPF 25, and it's got oxygen technology. And as you can see, this is going to be too bright for me, so I need to mix it again. at some point. So this is in the shade of 120 Vanilla. That's nice. We've got a nice lighting today. So that's the one. And then some of them here are the combination. I've got some primer as well on this drawer. And this one here, this is a Max Factor Face Finity All Day Flawless 3-in-1 SPF 20 foundation, primer, concealer, and foundation in one. So which is nice. So I've used some of them one now, but I need to put it here because I need to finish that one in the drawer. So this is the one, and I can mix this. Obviously this is going to be too dark for my skin, so kind of like mix it with something that is lighter, which is probably this one here. And then I've got some of the, this is not foundation. Excuse me. This is something, I think this is a skincare. Oh, it's a primer. Actually, it's a primer. Early 2022. I'll put a date on. Haven't used that one yet. And then I've got some, this is a, I don't know why it's in here. I need to check this out because this is the alcohol sanitizer. And then, yeah, so we're gonna tidy it up. And then I've got, and again, the Max Factor Face Finity All Day Flawless SPF 20 Vegan. You know, I like Max Factor. They are some of the Superdrug favorite that I've got. So this is 3-in-1 again, which is nice. Same thing with the dark one. Actually, I'm gonna mix this one with the other one because it's the same Max Factor, so they are a good combination. So I'm gonna mix those two. So I'm gonna put them together, the two of them, and then I'm gonna leave the L'Oreal around there. And this is the Instant CC Primer. So yeah, they are the primers. So we need to put them separately. After we're gonna put all the primer in there, and then I've got this one here. Oh, this is the anti-aging day cream. I don't know why it's in there. We need to move it. And then I've got some, okay, so we can tidy up in between, guys. I don't know why they're all in here. Mixture. So yeah, it's a good thing to tidy up. So I've got the primer, hydrating primer, and this is from Sleek. Yeah, primer, it's a good one. I do use primer, so I'll put it in there. But at the minute, I've got some primer, which is it's in the other drawer. So I'll put them separately. Oh, this is the Laura Geller box only, the one that I've shown it to you guys in the drawer. So I'm gonna put them in here, tidy them off. And then I've got some, oh, this is the Fenty Beauty. You've probably seen the Fenty Beauty by the I mean, you know, the stuff that I bought. And this is by Rihanna. I like Fenty Beauty as well. So it's a pro filter. It's a soft matte. Yeah, it's a soft matte, and this is on the shade of 330. And I've opened this one, so if you want to see that video, guys, because I got some Rihanna products in there. So this is the shade of it, Fenty Beauty. Very nice. So that's a nice one. I haven't tried that one yet, so I'm just gonna put that one and I'll tidy it up later. And then this is them in a different shade. This is again Fenty Beauty by Rihanna, and this is on 250. And let me just show you. Oh, it's sealed. I'm gonna open it at the back. Yeah, let me just show you. So this is the shade 250. It's different with the other one. So this one is, it's not 250. Yeah, this is 320. So this is 250. So we put them in here. I'm not gonna pump them, guys, because you can see the shade, you know. So yes, I've got this one as well. This is the Tarte Double Duty Beauty Makeup. I find this one too drying. It's got like a drying effect into my skin, so I mixed them with a soft matte foundation. So it's a face tape, and it doesn't show us the shade, and I couldn't see the shade. So but that's how it looks like. That's the shade looks like. So we put it in there, and then obviously I've got the, oh wow, sorry, I've got the Charlotte Tilbury Brightening Youth Glow, and this is a, I think this is a primer base tint. Yes, it's a brightening, oh, it's a correcting glow primer. So I didn't even realize I've got this one. I forgot all about it. Yes, that's a lovely one. So yes, this is a primer. Nice. So this is good. So but we'll save it because there's still some primer that is in line to use. So we'll keep it in there. And then, oh, this is the YSL stick. Oh yes, I remember this one. Oh, I love this one. I forgot all about this. I've used this one actually a few times now. And this is a perfect shade for me. I just thought it was just, I'll show you. Oh God, I'm not showing it to you, am I? Oh, it's not working. I think it's broken. It's broken. I think I might need to, I need to use a brush. It's broken, guys. It's not coming out. Oh, it's coming out now, is it? Oh yes, it's coming out. So that's a shade. I thought it was kind of like too dark for me, but this is just a perfect shade. I might just use it tomorrow. Forgot all about it. Okay. And this is in the shade of B45 or something. So anyway, that's a YSL stick foundation. I like this one as well. This is a very nice one to use. So I like it. And I'm gonna have to put the lid on. So I'm gonna put the lid on because I need to put it on so that it looks nice and tidy. So it doesn't show the shade. I'm not quite sure if that's the right shade. Oh, let me just show you. Is that the shade? Let me just check. All Hours foundations stick doesn't show. I'm sure it is the shade. That's the shade, guys. Sorry, I couldn't see it. But anyway, that's the one. And then these are all the Ilamas. They are all gel primer. So that's all primer. This one is just a Nivea Tinted Moisturizing Day Cream. And then I've got another primer in here, which is the Max Factor Miracle Prep 3-in-1 Beauty Product Primer. So it goes in there. Actually, I'm going to put them all together, my primer. And then I've got another Estee Lauder, and this is just a spare one. And this is in a shade of, this is SPF 10. This is a different shade. This is the 1 and 0. So let me just show you. I forgot all about this one now. Okay, actually I think I went ballistic with all my Estee Lauder buy before. So this is a nice one, SPF 10, and the shade is a bit lighter, so we need to mix that one. I haven't used them, so I'm just gonna put them in the box again. And so I'm gonna tidy up the box later on. And then I've got another Estee Lauder. Oh, this is just a box, you know, the one in our drawer. So that's just a box. I normally keep the box because if I want them, then I know the shade. Because sometimes if you've been using the bottle for quite a while, the shade kind of like rubs off from the bottle that we use. This is again another primer, and you know what, I'm gonna give this one a try again, the Monoskin. But every time I try them, I do have pimples coming out, so I don't know if I'm allergic to it or not. But I need to try again, and just to make sure that it is the one causing it. So this is the one that caused my pimples. I'm not quite sure, but we need to check. But it's just because it's a bit of a shame because I don't want to put them in the waste. But this is the illuminating primer SPF 15. So primer, and then we've got primer again. This is the Estee Lauder primer. We'll put it next to the Estee Lauder products. And I think this is the YSL. These are like the mini versions I've shown to you. This is just an empty box. I don't know why I keep the empty box. I always keep the empty box. So again, this is the Revolution. You know, I like the concealer for Revolution makeup. They're very nice and they're very cheap as well. So this is the Revolution Conceal Divines Infinite. And then what else have we got? Have we missed anything? Yes, we've got the BB cream. This is Rimmel SPF 15 BB cream. Very light. This is 9-in-1. Wow. Long lasting, up to 24-hour hydration, even skin tone. It evens up skin tone. So that's the one. And then we've got the primer again. Estee Lauder. So I think we need to put them together, but it doesn't fit in there, so I'm just gonna put it in there. I don't know what this all primer from Bare Minerals. They're very nice primer as well. I like the primer from Bare Minerals. This is another Huda Beauty, guys. As you know, Huda Beauty is my favorite as well. One of my top 5 favorite. And this is in the shade of Toffee 420G. I think this is in a different bottle. Let me just check. So it hasn't been opened, but it looks quite dark for me. I haven't used it before. As you can see, it's still sealed, but it's not a problem. I can always find something, find some ways that I can still use them on. And then I've got the NARS. I like NARS too. I think I've used there's another NARS, but I think it's in my car. It's in my travel makeup. But this one, I don't think I've used this one. Let me just check. Yes. Oh yeah. Wow, look at that. Very nice. Yeah, I've used a little bit of it. But yes, this is a nice one, and this is in the shade of. Is that the shade? Is that 8095 AC or no? This is the shade. Let me just check. No, that's not the shade, guys. So it doesn't. Oh, there's the shade. I don't know if you can see that one. Can you read that? Because I can't read it. Let me just check. Okay, this one says Huahin, as you can see. That must be the shade. And then I've still got Charlotte and Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. Charlotte Tilbury is in my top 5 list too. And this is, although this is very light for me, and this is in the shade of Warm Shot. It's too light for me, but like what I said, nothing that cannot be fixed. So this is the Flawless Airbrush Foundation, and it's a big one, and it is a, oh wow, it is a 30 ml, so I'm looking forward to use that one as well. So this is everything in here, and then I've just shown you the Huda Beauty. So this part here hasn't been used much foundation, so let me just put it there. And then this one, there are just the tiny ones. They are like a primer. Oh, this is a primer as well, illuminating primer, so I put that one there. And again, this is the same, conceal and define. I think they're just the same, so I'm gonna put them together, that one. And then we've got the, oh, this is for cut crease. Oh, this is for the eyeshadow. You know what, I've been trying. Oh, I put my high hopes for doing cut crease, but I don't think I can do it. But anyway, I've kept it there, and I'm gonna have to watch some tutorial, and I might just give it a try at some point if I'm not that busy anymore. So that's the cut crease for the eyeshadow. Oh, we've got a lot of empty spaces here now. This is the Kevyn Aucoin. I don't know how to pronounce it. Aucoin. This is the Glass Glow Face Illuminating Primer, Crystal Clear. So this is a primer, and I haven't used this one, but this is just, no, this is not a primer, sorry, this is must be a highlighter, you know, like the Korean skin glass effect. So that must be it, but I haven't used it, so I'm just gonna put it here. I'm gonna use this one at some point. I'll put date on. And then we've got actually I've got some more foundation in my, you know, like in my wardrobe, because I put some of them, the one that doesn't fit into my makeup table, and so I need to get that one as well at some point and show it to you. And this one here is the Giorgio Armani Foundation Luminous Silk. I think this is my last buy. Yeah, I know, I think I had the last buy from Superdrug, but like the proper, you know, like a proper foundation, high-end foundation. So this is the last one. This is the Luminous Silk 77, is that 775, and this is 30 ml. So let me just show you, because I forgot already the shade for this one. But let me just show you what we've got in here. Oh wow, perfect color and perfect, look at that, look at that, just beautiful. Look at that design, it's beautiful, isn't it? Looks like they've really done quite well, and they made an effort on the bottle. So this is the Luminous Silk, but let me just show you, it is a pump. Oh, that's good, it is a pump thing. You know, that Estee Lauder, I just couldn't believe it. Why can they not just put a pump, you know? So, isn't it? Because sometimes it's just, you know, when you use the Estee Lauder, it's just really hard to pour like a few amount, because you don't want to overdo it as well, because you might just, you know, you might just put it and put using it all, or like it's gonna be a waste really. So they should have put a pump. But anyway, this is the Giorgio Armani, very nice, looks really lovely. So we're gonna wear that for a special occasion. So this is the Giorgio Armani. I'm gonna have to put it now in the box, guys, because I'm gonna keep it very special. So it's the wrong way around, but anyway, I'm gonna tidy them all up anyway. So let me just show you in here what we're gonna do, what we're doing. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna put them in a box in a minute, so because I need to get the other ones so I can show it to you as well. Okay, then I've got a BB cream as well. So it's just a tiny bit. I think I've got this one from the beauty box. It says Marcel. I've used this one, so it is not too bad actually. Right, and I have some powder foundation as well, which sometimes I use them as a setting powder. So this is a L'Oreal True Match Minerals foundation, which it doesn't tell us which shade it is, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it in here as well. I've just found them in one of the drawers, so we're just gonna put everything together in here. I might just have to take some of them out, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this one here just so they look nice and tidy. And I've got the Max Factor as well. This is the Facefinity Compact, and this is a foundation powder as well, 003 natural, and it's a Facefinity Compact foundation. I love Max Factor. That is the shade, and obviously it's got like a bit of a sponge there as well. Very nice. Last one for this foundation collection, guys, is this is the EX1 Invinciwear foundation. I've used this one before and I like it, and it's cheaper as well. So this is in the shade of 6, which is dead easy. The shade is dead easy, but I think this is a perfect shade for me. I don't need to mix and match it with any other foundation, so which is good. I think this is my last buy for the foundation, and obviously I'm not gonna buy anything else for now. I need to finish all of this one, and I still got, you know, I'm still working on that one with the other drawer that I've just shown it to you beforehand. So it's gonna be too much for me, and it might take some time for me to finish because I don't do full coverage. I mean like I don't use a lot, but for me that tiny amount, it just feel like it is already a full coverage. So you know what I mean, like I don't need a lot to get into that full coverage you know, look. So which is good. So yeah, so this is the last buy that I've got for the foundation. But anyway, I'm gonna tidy them up more, and I've got some primer and concealer and different things, so I might just have to put them all together into this drawer so that they're all organized. And obviously they're not at the best state at the minute because I need to tidy them up properly. But oh, have you seen this one, guys? I'm going to show it to you. You know, I bought this one because of the Estee Lauder, because I finished one bottle of the Estee Lauder, and I said, what I'm going to do, I need to finish all of them, you know, I don't want to put them in the waste. So this is like a little spatula spoon, which is very useful when your foundation is like, you know, the bottle of Estee Lauder. So this is very useful. I think I've used is it the, no, it's not the Charlotte Tilbury, it is the Estee Lauder. Yeah, definitely Estee Lauder. So I've just kept them handy in here just so when I need them. So they're just gonna be on this side here. I'm gonna put them on the side so they're quite dead easy to reach. And then obviously I've just kind of like picked this up. I've got quite a lot of sponges, makeup sponges. I've got this one from Primark, and I've got this one here. These are the things that I've used. I need to wash some of them. Some of them are clean, but it just kind of like left a stain, you know, the foundation stain. So I might just have to put them here. So that's why I need to make a space here actually. So I might just have to end up moving some stuff in here and kind of like keep them here, just so because if I need to use a sponge, and they're gonna be just quite handy. So I'm just gonna put them in here all together, and I need to create a space. So I need to take them off, and I'm gonna put them in there, and there, voila. So now I can put this one in here like that, and it's gonna be like that as well. And I'm sure I can figure out how to fit in this other like a little bucket. So I'm just gonna put this one here. I need to put that in the bin, and I'm gonna put them in here so that they can be like squishing there, and then we can put like, we can segregate stuff. So yeah, I'll put them in there so that we can segregate things. This is just a box, so I might just have to put this one here and this one here. So yeah, we're trying to figure out. Sorry, I'm just talking while I'm doing it. So I'm gonna put them in there. So that's a good one, and then I can put that one there, and I can put another foundation there, and all this primer in here. I don't know why I've got a highlighter pen in here, but anyway, I'm sure there's a reason. So I'm just gonna put them back in there, and then I've got my Giorgio Armani, and then I think I need to find a space for the Kevin Aucoin. I'm gonna put it there, which is nice. And yeah, so far everything's okay there. So I've got the sponges, which is quite handy, and I think I'm gonna save up this one. I've managed to create a 3 empty space, so I'm just gonna save that up. So that is everything for today, guys. I hope it is something that you find useful. So I haven't got much of all the foundation like YouTuber, you know, like big influencer and things. So it is for normal people, really. So yeah, so I just feel like I want to share to you all the foundation I've got. Like what I said, I'm not gonna buy any foundation for now. Hopefully, I'm trying to, you know, to have that self-control. I know sometimes I said, you know, oh, I want that, I want that, you know, I want to buy more makeup, but I don't think it is necessary because I need to save up money. So anyway, so this is everything about the foundation, guys. I hope it is something that, you know, you enjoyed. And again, thank you so much for watching. And if you haven't subscribed, again, please don't forget to, I'm gonna put that one there, don't forget to press your notification bell so you always get notified every time I have a new one like this. Again, thank you so much for watching, and take care everyone, and bye for now. Bye.